just un momento, and we are going to be live. I had to test something out real quick. Looks like it is working. So what's the motherfucking deal? Everybody, give me about 47 seconds, and we'll be rocking. Alrighty. Good evening. Hope that all of you are doing well. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful day. I hope that life is treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. Whew. Been dealing with some frustrations today, so pardon me. Yeah, it's been an evening. Thought I had my phone charging. Turns out the little thing it came undone. It was not charging at all. So while I expect it to be fully charged, if it's on like 3%. All right. So we got joining us. We're gonna get into some conversation. We're gonna talk about lust this evening. I know it's one of the seven deadly sins. They talk about it. Yeah, I can definitely see why. But can lust have its benefits? Is lust beneficial to a healthy relationship? Is lust a useful decision in trying to find a partner? Or is it all bad? Right? Just one of them days that a nigga gotta deal with. Anyway, Jabari, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's talk about it. How you doing this evening, ma'am? Chill out. What's the motherfucking deal? Solis. Don't nobody call him the police. DeMarkey, Chicken Sandwich Johnson, and J Mel, Long Range Lamel. And let's see. Footballer 503, what's the motherfucking deal? Jalen Mott, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's have some discussions. I got videos to show you. I got things to talk about. It's not necessarily going to be a TDAD because that's not what we're necessarily shooting here for. And I will open up the line today since Professor Trill has been complaining that I have not opened the line in 2 days, even though that nigga wasn't going to call in, right? Absolutely not home videos. I keep those at home. That's a whole different stream. Um. Anyway, beloved Miss Belton outside, the niggity in the building. Terrible. Mr. Calhoun. Delteco Golf, what's the motherfucking deal? And say, the Snapchat sniper. I ain't never really fuck with Snapchat like that. I feel like it's a dangerous place. I feel like it's a place where bad things occur. I know it's a place where bad things occur. But yeah, salute to the Snapchat sniper. So let's get into it, right? I'm going to talk about the good and the bad, mainly the bad, probably. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a couple of videos. I have a video. I was trying to find the original source of it, and I could not locate it. But this is a video, I guess you could say, about lust, right? I'm just going to let you listen. I'm not going to give you any foundation. I'm not going to say anything. Archangel, deal. Good to see you. Professor Trill, just talking about your ass. Good to see you. I'm going to play this video. Like I said, I can't find the whole thing. If you know what the whole thing is, if you've seen it, please let me know. I would love to find it. So I'd almost want to do a whole conversation about it. Also, I want to talk. I literally just said I'm gonna make sure the line is open because Professor Trill has complained for 2 nights in a row, even though that nigga wasn't gonna call in. That's exactly what I just said about you. And then you came in and caused me to reiterate that. Let's see. Let's get it. I ain't gonna waste too much time. I got a lot of shit to show y'all. I got a lot of shit to talk about. Then we're gonna open the line up. While I'm letting this play, I gotta get in my way because boy, tell you, just like I said, just one of them days where you just, it is what it is. I ain't really trying. It just be like that. Blickety blow. Right folder. I got some shit that's gonna get y'all angry today. I got some shit that's gonna I got some shit that's gonna fuck y'all up today. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, here it is. All right. Let it play. And I'm gonna mute myself. Y'all. I need the end because like there's a part that I gotta tell you that y'all don't know because the whole thing don't play. And if you haven't seen the video, I want y'all to guess. I'll tell you in a second. Just listen.
You guys, I am into some shit now. I am into some deep shit. So I'm not even gonna do no parts. I'm gonna just tell y'all the whole motherfucking story. Alright, cool. So I'm married now, you guys. I've been married for 8 years. I have 3 kids with my husband. My husband is now overseas. He's been over there for about 2 years. When he do come home, he probably come home 3 times out of the year. He stay home for maybe 2 to 3 weeks at a time. All right, cool. I've been lonely. I've been lonely. So I end up cheating on my husband. Yes, I cheated on him. He don't know that I cheated on him. After this video, he gonna know, and I'm in some deep ass shit. But it gets worse than that. It gets worse than the cheating. All right, so I ended up going to the bar one night and ended up having a one night stand with this guy, and it was amazing. So that one night stand turned into almost an every night stand. But it was just like a sexual relationship. I didn't even really like care to even really get.
So the cut's very, very short. Right? I need to find the rest. So if you've seen the rest, I need you to find the rest of it. But she says it gets worse than that, right? And I got a question. Because this is on the basis of lust. She has a husband, she's got 3 kids with. works out of town. This is something that happens often with women who have men who are in, construction on the road. Uh, you know, a lot of blue collar jobs, maybe a military contractor. Who knows, right? But men who are not necessarily home all the time, which is the same shit these modern bitches. Anyway, I'm going off tonight. It's been one of them days. Y'all might get hardcore honcho tonight. Like I'm just, yeah. Anyway, so cheats on her husband. Now, first this bitch says it's a one night stand. You go, honcho, what you gonna call her? She's a fucking bitch. Come on, like what y'all gonna? I know somebody gonna come. Well, she's a woman at the end. She's somebody's mother. You know that phrase, "son of a bitch." You know that beyond. What's the motherfucking deal? You know that phrase, "son of a bitch." Yeah, that's where it comes from, right? So, I want y'all to take a guess. Right? She says it gets worse. She says it gets worse. I want y'all to take a guess what happened that made it worse. And again, I don't have the full video, but I caught it in the comment section, and it was quite intriguing. So, and I need to know more details. That's why I'm fast. I really want to see this video. And do you get to call it a one night stand if you fucking the motherfucker every night? Like, do you get to call it a one night stand if you fucking the motherfucker every night? It started off as one. It was never a one night stand. You was fucking on the motherfucker, right? Because we talk about our women being over sexualized, but it's only because they want to be. It has nothing to do with society sexualizes the black woman. When you let a black woman, we gave women freedom, what do? They could have been anything in the world. What do the majority of them do? Go sign up for OF. And not in an intriguing, beneficial way. You give a woman the option, complete freedom, 8 times out of 7. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna discount the ladies out there, but 8 times out of 10, the bitch is gonna be a prostitute of some sort. Oh shit. All right. So, and I know the not me's and no not I's and yeah. Right. Um, 8 times out of 10, that's what's gonna happen. Anywho, this broad ended up contracting HIV. I don't know the rest of the story. I don't know what else. I don't know what happens. If he is a mercenary, I hope we get to murking. Oh shit. The who the fuck did I told y'all the who the fuck did I get married story is the dumbest shit to me that's happened this year. Right? Because it was entirely her fault. You couldn't call it who the fuck did I marry if you didn't do and go through all that stupid shit and then still marry the motherfucker. Like, so people feeling sorry for that. I don't feel sorry for that broad in the slot. She asked for it, she wanted it, she chose it. But again, when it always comes down to it, somehow, some way, it is a man's fault. So there's that. Yeah, so there's that. I told you I'm not gonna take a lot of time. I got a lot of stuff to run through so we can get some phone calls in. I know that I haven't got to chop it up with y'all in a couple of days. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things, and then we're gonna kind of dive on the topic of lust a little more. And this is what women do when we talk about lust and what's happening. I'm gonna give y'all this story, and I want y'all to tell me who's in the right, who's in the wrong on this one. Let me expand on it a little bit more in just a moment while I prepare myself. I know y'all heard that that Toxic Future came out. I've been eating that toxicity. That's probably why I'm so angry. I ain't got my full dose of toxicity. But yeah, I know y'all heard that J. Cole, that Kendrick dissing J. Cole and Drake. J. Cole, I'm interested in hearing reply. Drake is done. He ain't got nothing to say. I know people, what about me? Meek Mill and Kendrick on 2 different levels. I don't want to hear that shit.
Guys, I just finished my date, and I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry in here. I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know. I asked my sister for money, so we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I had this dress on and everything. and I had my hair out. Like, you know, guys, I cut it, but it wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit. And so I went in, and he was like looking around, like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay, I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused, and he told me to sit down. So I sat down. I smiled, and he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures. I do look like my pictures. I don't Photoshop anything. I tell everything how it is. I'm gonna insert at the end of the video the picture I put in. And he was like, you know, just being so quiet through the meal and all that. He didn't even want to pay. I said, hey, I didn't bring my money with me. And then he eventually paid. And then now he sent me a request to pay for the food. And that's not, I just don't understand. Why are men like this? Men are evil.
No one. And sometimes I do question the legitimacy of it. Because you're talking about you had your hair one way and you just came from a day and then you changed up. I believe the majority of women are liars. The overwhelming majority. Right. This nigga said she looked like Patrice O'Neal. Don't do that to Patrice O'Neal, man. Don't do that to Patrice O'Neal, man. The new joint Lucas. I think Big M was telling me about it last night, but I did not. I did not do it. Like now, there's one or two things that are happening here, right? So either this did happen and she's a piece of shit, or this didn't happen and she's lying and she's still a piece of shit, right? So my thing is this: one, you are deceptive. You're lying. If that's the picture that you put out and you came looking like fucking Cleo, like you was going to set it off at the fucking dinner date, the lunch date or whatever, then shit, that's on you. You're probably scared. You thought you felt like going to rob him. But you ain't bring no fucking, like, why is it in the land of the strong and independent and the all of that, is it automatically expected? I'm strong and I don't need no man, but I ain't bring no money. Women are the ones going out on what they like to call the foodie calls. I've never heard, has a dude ever went out on a foodie call? Like, is this a known thing? I'm just going out on a date for some dinner. Like, bros are really like real loud do that. Was he was he wrong? Again, if this actually happened, was he wrong for requesting the cash app? Like, was he wrong for that? Because if you didn't show up as advertised, looking like you was looking, didn't advise, say, hey, I look a little different from my picture. I'm gonna do this or do that. Oh, nice. You're like, hunch, what's all that noise? If you know, you know. Shush. But so you come in here and you're not looking like you looking like a whatever. Yeah, so I'm singing, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed no tears. I deserve better. Oh, this is this is terrible. So either way, um, you know, obviously you can tell from the picture, because most of the time with the big girl pictures, they take that angle, you only see like half their head and they never show too much past the cleavage. Like I done gave y'all the game on the big girl photo angles. I've been told y'all about that. If y'all don't know, we'll teach a class on it one day. Um, this nigga said Patrice O'Neal. Okay, that's shame. But again, piece of shit. You're going out with deceptive practices, um, false advertising. That's false advertising. And again, yeah, you should be sued. You should be hit with the cash app. Now, which one? Which one? What's her chin? Huh? Which chin? I'll give y'all a choice: ungrateful or shameful. Figure that out. I'm gonna figure this out. That was shameful. See, I see unshameful. Stuffer thingy. Shameful. Two shamefuls in a row. Three shamefuls in a row, and it's bingo. Um, righty. Well, we'll just go ahead and hit the jackpot. We'll do a little self-shaming here, if you will. All right. So when I talk about when given the opportunity that most women would probably be prostitutes, just keep that in mind when you watch this.
Oh my god, he has me in this Jewish community. So ladies, don't be like me. So last night I got way too drunk and this guy was talking about like, yeah, I'll send you some money, I'll send you some money. And I thought he sent me.
I'm going to tell y'all that most of the women in the black community are alcoholics. You know, it's always like a common trend. Other bitch was, I was at the bar and it was always it was always something. It's always an alcoholic situation involved, right?
$2,500. I laid down. He was like, oh, you gotta go to sleep. I went to sleep and he wakes me up at like 7. And he's like, you gotta leave because my wife and children will wake up soon. And he literally throws me out the door. I didn't even check my phone. He didn't send me $2,500. He sent me a request. So it's just like, why the richer the men are, the cheaper they are. And he has me out in this Hasidic Jewish community. And oh my god, I'm gonna puke. Oh my god, why am I so fucking male identified? I shouldn't have went home with him. But he had a nice place though. But like, I just feel stupid because I don't have any money. And he used that to get in my vagina. And it's just stupid. I just feel like an idiot. I just don't know what I want out of life.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to Let's Talk About It. You saw it, right? If she's got a bull ring, she's full of bullshit, right? She had no problem being in the Hasidic Jewish community if there was the promise of a payout. If she would have received $2,500, I'm gonna be honest, rich men don't buy bad goods. That's probably why you stay rich. You don't waste money on tomfoolery. She had no issue being in the Hasidic Jewish community when she thought that there was a promise of a payout, correct? Like when she thought that there was money going to be involved, when she thought that she was going to uh, receive some kind of compensation for her situation. She was A-OK with the play, right? A-OK with the play right away. Ha! Ha! Easy money. What's the motherfucking oh, the walk of shame. Oh, I've seen a few on the walk of shame before. There's no might about it. Yeah. There's no might about it. She for the streets. Oh, that was fucking funny. Woo, man. Let's talk about it. So again, I told you, given the option, most would be prostitutes, right? Because, and it's easy. It's very easy. Heidi's here, not doing her job, and then she's gonna come in like one of those star people at the end and say, I'm responsible for everything. I know everybody's been going crazy about the Disney stuff. I gotta color correct this shit. The color's way off. Everybody's been going crazy about that Disney shit. I didn't really watch Disney like that. So like all that, like those kids, like all that, maybe a little bit, but like the Drake and Josh, I've been hearing all that crazy shit. That's fucking wild. but not surprising, right? Not surprising at all. Okay. Another vid. I told y'all shameful or ungrateful. I'll give you some ungrateful. Do you guys think that fast food, and this is just a quick poll, drop it in the chat. You know, this is participation grade. When I ask these questions, I do expect answers. Is taking someone on a date to a fast food place a deal breaker? 0 for no, 1 for yes. We'll let this rock. Y'all tell me what you think.
Look at him. Y'all see this? Look at me. Y'all see how I look right now? This man that brought me on a date to Shake Shack. Like, of all places. Bro. Look at him.
Bro,
you got all the like chains and stuff like that on your neck.
Just like that girl, but
she might.
Oh, I gotta fix this scene just real quick now that I thought about it. I actually do this just like this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, my bad. I know what I did wrong. Let me fix this. So, to this one. Doot, 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 doot. Who knows what this means, right? We know what this means. This is a pop quiz. Pop quiz, common denominator type thing going on over here, right? And I know it's not the usual, but do we start to notice that there's a common trend in one of the most special, unique, unlike groups? We're just so creative. And do you notice that there's like a we got to talk about that too. I saw the thought cop again. Women are never held responsible for their behaviors, right? And then the way that the news worded it, she was the only woman cop who got fired. She was the only bitch getting gangbanged. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Like, we're gonna fire other bitches for not giving up the pussy? Like, what the fuck? She let niggas 7 motherfuckers run through her, right? Catching bodies on the body cam. What the fuck, man? Like, what are you talking about? Like, fuck that bitch. But anyway, I gotta watch this stuff. See, now they're adjusting. Instead of putting it in the middle, they're trying to slide it to the side. Gots to be more careful. I don't honestly look in the top of the. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's like a cute little thing. The stud and nose, no problem. But when it start getting like the rings of Saturn and shit in this motherfucker, you got to start paying attention. That's when it starts getting crazy. You know. Anywho, yeah, of course he did. Of course he did. They just do these things for attention. There, like, yeah, again, I'll tell you, Solomon, you cannot take a woman's advice, especially if you're not intimate or serious with, don't take a woman's advice. And I know people go, it's so misogynistic. It's true, right? Because women don't live in the same world as men do, and their advice is generally coming from a place of usually their own personal experiences. They don't really look into a wider grasp. Like I say, women are the most narcissistic group that loves to use the word narcissist. But they don't even realize. I feel bad for them because they don't even realize most of the time, right? Ram along. I wish somebody answered it.
That had been wrong.
Shake Shack is nothing wrong. Then you order the chicken sandwich and stuff. Like, it's nothing wrong with Shake Shack. Shake Shack is a good spot. You tripping, man.
Really? So you could have took me nowhere else better than Shake Shack.
And Shake Shack is a good spot to go to.
I mean, this what you got me.
Any other
That's
female would have loved to go to Shake Shack.
You got me 2 sandwiches and a drink.
So what? And it cost me $50 for just this.
This cost you $50.
$50. It cost me $50.
Let me see the receipt.
You ain't got to see the receipt. That's how much it costs. You act like you ungrateful. That's why I don't even like going on dates and stuff like that.
I mean, you be going out spending hundreds of thousands at the club and stuff like that. I don't see why I gotta come to Shake Shack.
But the thing about it is this is lunch. You feel me? You said let's go out for lunch. Surprise me, and I took you to Shake Shack. And this is how you act.
And that's the best surprise you could have got. Go ahead, start recording. I'm already in there.
I'm gonna show the internet.
Yeah,
how ungrateful women.
Show them.
You feel me?
Show them.
But you want to order like you still order like
Show
you want to
'em.
eat. You still about to eat.
I ain't say the food was nasty. I just said I wanted something else.
You wanted to go to what? Where you want to go? Where do you want to go?
I mean, shoot. I mean, right here in the South Side. I mean, all these fancy.
She want to fucking go home. That's where the fuck she want to go. That's where the fuck she better fucking go. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Go for it. Go for it. Hey, there's those. That's off the bucket list, definitely. So we'll leave that at that.
Restaurants over here, we couldn't have got something that at least gave me some silverware.
We could have went that for dinner.
Okay, but check this out. Check this out though. Hold on.
Right
I'm about to prove a point though.
Man,
Pick up your fork. Pick up your fork. Let me see your fork. Yeah.
That's how Shake Shack do their forks.
That's a fork.
This is how Shake Shack do it.
Oh, my bad. Still looking like this is the feminine logic. I'm about to prove a point. Pick up your fork. Can anybody tell me? Exactly. I'm cool with that. Let's talk about it. But can anybody tell me? Right? Can anybody tell me what point she proved? I would really like to know. I'd like to know what is the point that she proved. Does anybody? I'd take some Shake Shack right. I'd take that exact meal right now. Right now. That combo, I don't even know what the red drink. It might be strawberry. It might be Fanta. It might be something else. I don't know. It might be Minute Maid. I don't know. I'll take the whole combo right now, not complain. Knowing I don't need to be eating that shit. Anyway. Carry on.
Okay. This is how Shake Shack. This is finger food. Okay. Like, you don't even need a fork. This is bougie.
Again, pomegranate lemonade. Yeah, there's no exactly. And the thing is, she gonna have this nigga buy the food so she can be on a full stomach, store some energy to go fuck, Poogie and Ray Ray, whoever she fucking with in the real place. Like, and I guarantee he probably asked her, "What would you like to do?" She probably said, "Go out to lunch," with all intentions of him paying for everything. If I don't know you, bro, if I'm not fucking with you like that, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'd rather be a prostitute. Pay me as much as you possibly can to be in my presence. Right? I'll give it up to you. I'll appreciate you if you pay me a bunch of fucking money that I don't deserve. When I say what I say, I don't say these things just to be saying it, right? Because I don't get pleasure in speaking on people as men. People, whether it's black, white, pink, purple, or gray. But when you see it so prevalently in the black community with all the other problems that we already deal with, it's such surface level stupid ass shit that we can't get together, right? And this is why. This is why. It's not the man's problem. The man is over trying to be, hey man, it's cool, hey, go get them, take you out to eat somewhere, blah, 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 it's lunch. Like, who the fuck? I would be honest. It's been done, but who really wants to just, who wants to just eat fancy shit in the middle of it? It's cool, but come on. All right. I don't know if this one went through, so I'm not sure. This is why I say, I'm going to come back to lust. This is why I say you can't trust women, right? You can't trust them at all. Peep game. This one's a quick one. Just watch.
A regular conversation with you, and you're just it's not even the fact.
Did you see it? Or do I need to replay it again? Oh, they're not. They haven't. The damn women haven't shown up in the last couple of days. Not anybody to argue. I gotta do some work. I've been saying it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and again, it is. You see what I'm saying? Like it a broad will play a whole game on you because they don't understand accountability, right? That broad who I showed you the video of, you saw what she did. She said, "My husband ain't even seen it yet. Once I see the video, once he sees the video, he's gonna be mad." So instead of even calling your husband and telling him, right, what's going on, probably didn't tell your children. Your children, depending on whatever age they are, right? You're just gonna let the internet do what it does. Now, if he comes out and he puts you on a poster somewhere or puts you on a T-shirt, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, it's toxic narcissistic." And they're like, "You just play with my whole family, bitch. I'm doing who knows what, possibly risking my life or in another country dealing with who knows what." Right? And we don't know if he's a great person. He could be out there cheating too, because I know women can say, "Well, what if he is?" Y'all come with these hypotheticals that don't matter to the story. We use the facts based on what we know and the likelihood. But he could be cheating too. Anyway, this motherfucker, even if he is, right, he's still he's providing for this whole family. It's time for the street interviews. Yeah, I think it is. I really do think it is. See, that's the only thing. I need like a. I might. I'm gonna buy a new phone. Like, cause I want to buy a phone just for recording, not to use. You know what I'm saying? So I may have to. Cause I'm gonna need somebody to hold it. So I'm gonna have to figure all this out. But yeah, it's about time for the street interviews because I even got a tactic that nobody's using right now, like a little catchy thing that I can do that not too many other people could pull off. And I get to the point where I'm watching other people do interviews and do content. It's like, man, this shit fucking sucks. Give me the opportunity, I can do way better. So I think I might fuck around this weekend and go hit the bar. I'm gonna hit a bar this weekend and just get some drunk people and see what they got going on. Maybe. We'll see. But again, a broad will get caught up in what I'm saying about the other chick and say, watch, she'll put all that out there. Once the husband confronts her, she'll be like, it's because you left me so lonely. Even though I'm probably providing, you probably got you in a nice house, nice car, paid off where you ain't got a want in the world, especially if he's working overseas, probably making real good money. And you're just bored. You better entertain yourself with the motherfucking kids. Shit, better learn to play some fucking video games. You know what I mean? That's what women do. Instead of picking up a hobby, they go out and look for other people to entertain them. Instead of fucking. That's why I say a lot of women don't have personality. Instead of getting a script, like go knit something. Go fucking like your grandma used to do. Go become a couponer. Go find a motherfucking hobby. Like if the broad ain't got no hobbies, you got to leave her in the lobbies. I'm trying to tell y'all, this new free game from Honcho. If the broad ain't got no hobbies, you got to leave her in the lobby. I'll take a game abroad over, bitch. You just ain't doing nothing. You just ain't got no hobby. You just have no interest. You just exist. Eat hot Cheetos. It's just, oh man, come on. Like, it's just, it's crazy. But like I say, the woman, she'll cheat and she'll blame it on him, right? Cry her eyes out and then do some same shit like this little shit right here. Oh, did I replay it?
A regular conversation with you, and you're just it's not even the fact.
My bad, I muted. So my bad. I was going in. I forgot to hit the thing. So I was hitting the ball, and so I'm going to show you another video here. Right, we'll take a break from the BWs for just a second, and I'm going to show you this. Right, there's no sound because it's copyrighted sound. This broad goes to the fucking thing. This is how I can see. This is what I'm saying. These are the most narcissistic, arrogant, worthless bitches ever fucking created in the history of it. Bitch, you're wearing fucking skin tight ass fucking clothes. Skin tight ass clothes. Shit all fucking up your fucking ass, right? It's not like you went in there in some sweatpants. It's not like you went in there, really trying to burn some. This is what I say broads and stuff. If you're really trying to burn calories, right? When you put on something warmer to fucking to increase the sweat, increase the heat, We're not bulking up. You're not in the gym to bulk up, right? No, some of them do. Some bitches try to fucking go in and get their BBLs done and then start working out. Anyway, they can't stop staring at me. Look at this bitch went and set up a camera. That's not what we're talking about, J Mel. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that she's a bitch. Yeah, that's the oh my god. And again, these motherfuckers will be crying and doing like, oh my god. And it's always women do this. Is why I say arrogance and narcissism. But then it's you must be gay. Who hates you or who hurt you? And all. It's not. It's just simple shit that you see, right? And again, playing on the lust angle of things, right? I'm gonna go to the gym, skin tight, barely wearing anything, have this shirt on. I'm gonna take it off deliberately. I'm gonna try to get as close to naked as I can before they kick me out this motherfucker. See how many motherfuckers look at me. How many men look at me? Notice the shirt comes on and when it's off. When we're deliberately doing these things again, you'll see that you see the shirt that she's wearing even at the end. So your titty's halfway about to fall out. You got skin tight ass shit on, and then look how many men look at me. You had like four of them, which is not shit. They probably they're like, oh, look at this bitch doing it again. You'll see the camera set up. Oh, look at this bitch. Um, is crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. Like niggas over there having a conversation, she counted his looks. They definitely should. Women, like I say, women should either be restricted to like women's only gyms or they need to have a dress code. There needs to be a legitimate dress code. And for the little weirdo niggas who be wearing the fucking damn they be wearing fucking Daisy Dukes, them niggas need to be dress coded too. Like fuck this shit. When this motherfucker to work out, I don't care what your goals are. It's a dress code in this bitch. Remember the chick a couple of years ago, older woman, she's about 50, working out at the Planet Fitness. They said she was dressing too. She was probably nothing. It wasn't worse than that. Like this is probably worse than what that chick had on. What she had on was like, I don't know, I can't see the other chick was bad, but it wasn't as bad, but it was bad. And they kicked her out of Planet Fitness for that, right? Kicked her completely out of the Planet Fitness. So getting back to our lovely ladies. Remember I told y'all yesterday about the video about female rappers getting invited to the White House, what they think of black women. This is what they want to represent black women, right? Just check this out. Make sure the sound is. This is what they think of you. This is what they. These are the intelligent leaders. What they bring to fucking represent black women and get their vote. So what does this say about the demographic of black women? What does this say about if this is what the government or the Democrats think about black women? What is this really saying about black women? I want y'all to listen to this.
How popular you are, how talented of an artist you are, how many accolades and nominations and everything you've got going on, at least with what you have planned for the summer coming ahead with a concert and a tour. The idea of them inviting you there in particular, did they talk to you about what they wanted politically? Did they want your endorsement? Did they want you to help people get out the vote?
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. But, I'm not going to, talk politics, but I love the president. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. And at the end of the day got to end.
Shout out to Dan the man. I appreciate your love. Say the White House full of fuck niggas. What is she doing there? She could possibly be a fuck nigga. At the end of the day got to end. I've heard people use at the end of the day in many different variations throughout my life. Listen to Soft Sports. At the end of the day, it's used probably in every call frequently when discussing outcomes and things, right? I've never heard anyone call in the 7 years I think I've probably been doing this, taking hiatuses here, so we could probably say maybe close to 5.5, 6. I've never heard anybody say in the hundreds, if not thousands, of calls that I've taken. At the end of the day, it's definitely thousands. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. It's taking thousands of fucking calls. At the end of the day got to end. But yeah, what if at the end of the day though, you in a different time zone? That's the type of nigga you talk. That's them smart dumb niggas. Ah, yes, you know what? I forgot that was her song. I forgot she was fuck nigga free. I'll be honest, like, if she really could rap and she was really talking about something, the name Glorilla for a fucking rapper is a great fuck. It's a female rapper, it's a great fucking name. It's to me, it works, right? But then Glorilla. I'm not saying that there is or isn't a picture out there or a little video out there. If that's your interest, you do your own research. So there's Mr. Mexican Mike. How are you doing this evening, sir? Oh man. It's terrible, right? It is terrible. Stallion, I wasn't fucking with the Stallions. That's a man horse. It's a man horse. It's a man horse that uses Ozempic. So anyway, and then sells fucking slutty fitness clothes. Got another video for you. Do. You want to see a black queen, or you want to see a black princess, or you want to see a black queen and her young king, or do you want to see a black princess, future black queen? What was Victoria's Secret? I heard Victoria was a whore. I am definitely a chauvinist. I respect ladies. Yeah, I definitely prefer warm water over. You take neither for 700. But if y'all ain't gonna pick, I'm gonna pick for you, goddamn. Oh no, it's way better. Yeah, sorry that your body temp. I don't think that video is gonna show. All right, so when we think about these are the kids that are in the elementaries. These are the kids that are being raised. When I talk about certain women and how they don't discipline their children, and these children go out in society, become problems. And there's like a phrase that a lot of low key racist people use, right? Or intentionally being racist. But I find it to be extremely funny. I find racist shit to be so fucking funny, right? Because if it don't apply to you, then if it don't apply, let it fly. Like, you give the words the power. You cast the spells. Didn't do nothings. But like DINDU space NUFFIN, and they'll use that as a person's name, right? That is the funniest fucking, because it's so true. When you go see the shit, he ain't even do nothing. He ain't do nothing. It is like, oh, the Hindus, man, the Hindus are worse than Hindus. I don't know if Hindus are bad. Hindus bad. I don't even know what the Hindus do. Possibly consume a lot of curry. But yeah. This is a little Dindu baby. Or probably raised by didn't do mama. I think I'm gonna adopt it. Right? I'm gonna adopt that shit like we adopted nigga. I'm just gonna take all the racism back. Look at these little. I'm gonna go pure Uncle Ruckus in this motherfucker. Look at these fucking porch monkeys. Goddamn moon crickets just don't know how to act in public. Look at this shit. That's craziness. I'm taking it back. I'm taking all the racism back. It's mine. Like, I'm getting free, and I'm taking the racism with me.
You didn't even tell me I don't do anything to rectify the situation. Fuck you, bitch. Then get out my face. Somebody give me the number. Who your general manager? Bitch, like I said, every time I come in here, you fucking yelling at somebody. Bitch, I come here every day for my lunch break. Eat me, bitch. You can say that shit walking away. How about that? Fuck all this shit, bitch. Fuck it all. Call her. motherfucker. Call the fucking police. Call them. Call them. Call them, Wolf. Call them. Call them. I dare you.
Excuse me. There's a reason this video makes me really, really sad. Because of something I used to say. But I've learned that niggas do what niggas do. And niggas infiltrate. Right? Yeah. It's just, it's I told you, this is moon cricket activity, right? This is definitely, even you let the monkey off the porch. Because again, I can't associate with no shit. Like, I would never in my fucking life, when I seen somebody doing that, if I seen somebody related to me, affiliated with me, behaving, I would slap the dog piss out of them. Bro, I'm not tripping now. There may or may not be a circumstance where you might have to fight somebody, right? But just going through and just making a mess in a fucking lobby that, you know, the general manager or whoever ain't finna clean up, is the fucking people who work there. So like, what are you doing? Then this is a place that you obviously like, because your goofy ass said you come here every fucking day. Like, this is what I'm saying. And y'all know I used to say how the locks were like a thing to justify because maybe they got more sense if they're willing to put the commitment. She's committed to crazy. I'm sad because she has, like, I'm starting to see more and more of these locks going bad, going negative, right? And it makes me extremely sad. But anyway, let me finish the video. But look, you see how she's kind of like dragging her son around with her all over the place? Like, she thinks she's protecting him. She thinks she's doing something. It's fucking, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, you have bigger problems in your life. You're absolutely right. It's the same way, Dan. You're absolutely right, Dan. Same way niggas do when they hit the club. They gonna tell the club, "I don't give a fuck. I want to come back next week after I told this bitch up." Remember that place I want to say it was in Chicago that kept getting shut down because motherfuckers kept fighting in the streets. They tore shit up. Had somebody's birthday. Like, why? Why? Like, and we keep doing the same shit over and over again. And we might talk about something later. We'll see. But it's so fucking crazy, man. I'm opting out. I'm telling you, I'm opting out, and I'm dead serious. We had like a little rant tirade towards the end of the last stream yesterday about various things, about various shit, and I'm dead serious when I'm talking about what I'm talking. Like, it's you gotta do it before it's too late, and even then, you know, it's gonna get real crazy. But yeah, you better understand how this shit works, man. It's wild.
Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. I need to do this right now. This how you get it. This. Missouri. Bitch.
Missouri Avenue. Missouri. 900 South Missouri.
All I wanted to do was just order some food. Look what I gotta go through.
Queens, coming to a hood near you. Rated R for ratchetness.
Shout out to Dan, because he was the first person that put me on that term, Queens. This woman is raising this child like that. That child is either going to grow up to really hate women, or he's going to be very, very fucking effeminate. Right? And he's going to respond in the same way. Like this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, there's no excuse for that fucking behavior. Like, why would you give a fast food location that much authority over your energy? Right? Mother Moon Goddess, divine feminine of the universe. Like, why are you letting fucking Wendy's biggie size your attitude? I make myself laugh sometimes. Why would you do this? Like, why would you fucking do this? Like, why would you, again, mother of the earth, but like, why are you doing this? Like, what is, yeah, I mean, you need to police now. What do you say, Missouri Street? Shit, hell yeah. Exactly. That's why you want to know it's the cause and effect, because you shouldn't be consuming shit like that, because this is the shit that throw us all off emotionally and shit mentally. That shit is not food, man. Anyway, future little princess of America, and probably be a future queen who's gonna probably raise a little junior as well. Check this. You're absolutely right, Dan. You're absolutely right. I have to do it for the black man, right? I have to save society. If I want to be a real man, then I must. That's why I be saying y'all got to be careful in these drive-throughs because here's the thing: all criminals aren't smart, right? Some people think they be doing this. Bitch was doing that on a live, sharing people credit card, and somebody will blame it on because she grew up in an impoverished situation. She was just trying to play Robin Hood. Yeah. Oh, skimmer machines. Don't fuck with the skimmer machine. If you got the NFC, it's probably better. You know, the NFC cards are sketchy too because you can run away on them. Like they motherfucker can walk by you and hit you for your NFC card. Like you got to be careful, right? You just got to be careful all around. I'll be wiggling them hoes. ATM, wiggle that bitch. Gas station, wiggle that hoe. Check that bitch shit. That's a costly mistake. You know what I mean? Like that's a costly mistake. And you got to be caught. You got to put that on fucking live. There was a bitch who talking about man, her boyfriend cheated or some shit, or didn't take her out. Which I forgot. It was something stupid. And she posted his card on the fucking internet. This one stupid broad posted her own card and then start crying because people really licked up. Like, she's like, yeah, go ahead, it ain't gonna work. And just next thing the motherfucker ran up by 2,200 on that shit. Like, she in the negative and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Who raises these people? It's not people. It's the fucking internet. It's the TV. It's sad. Like, I hope the Matrix. I hope most of you motherfuckers are batteries. She's your queen. I gotta fucking see. Fuck, where's my note? I gotta start writing down some of these sound bites. This is what I'm starting using. I said let me get my soundboard together this weekend, at least. I gotta update. This one, I think that'll be a great one. I need about 12 good sounds. Maybe not 12 to 15, because there's plenty of occasions. Yeah. That's supposed to be, you know. All right, back to writing the notebooks. That's when they were the best dads. And let's see. Do. Got one last video for y'all, just to lighten the mood, because I know I've been going hard on the ladies. What would you do in this situation? I want you to think real hard. Tell me what you would do in this situation. While I'm playing this, I'll get the line ready in just a moment. And no, that's what I got. I ain't even got this shit open. And we'll talk about it. Let's check it out.
Get back. Oh my God.
All right, so we went through a litany of videos. We've gone through a whole lot of stuff. Let me get the line on time and yeah, damn. Last time I used a damn line was in the sauce. I'll definitely be talking my ass off. I ain't did the sauce in 2 days. For those of you who are in the sauce, even though we don't talk sports in here, it's even our conversation is nice. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day. I forgot that was the conversation. All right. Let me close out. So, you want to call into the den line. Feel free to call in 346-484-3336. We can discuss any of the many topics or any of the many videos that we've gone over today. We're going to talk about lust. Is lust a good thing or a bad thing? Is lust more harmful than helpful? Is lust necessary to have a healthy relationship? Let me close this out. That's the problem. Oh, well, what the fuck? That's the problem. Got two of them fucking screens open. No. Bunch of fucking shit up. Probably shouldn't have had them. All right. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening? Right, there we go. And Miss Bell, how have you been?
Oh, I'm doing great. Well, allergies suck, but everything else is okay. These women, unfreaking believable.
What do you
Talk
mean?
about behaving entitled. Assuming and presuming anything and everything because they want it to flow that way. They want to run the narrative, and there's no reality in it.
So, do some of these videos kind of maybe give you a little more insight where men come from when we talk about modern women?
Absolutely. It baffles me that women, these particular women, because I'm not going to say all, as we generally know, but these particular women made so many assumptions and there was no clear communication. If the chick didn't want to eat fast food, then she had her own money and could have ate somewhere else. You know, part of it is I'm Gen X, and so we were brought up with, you know, bring your own money because you may end up paying for yourself. You may end up getting yourself home. There was never an assumption of what somebody else was going to do. You always need to cover your own ass. And the chick that stepped out, I get it, but I don't condone it. You know, I understand the fact that, you know, you're separated by time and thousands of miles, but that's no excuse for stepping out.
So what should, in knowing that she was in that situation, because I mean, she's willingly in the situation. She could have requested a divorce or anything else if she didn't want to be. She's willingly in this situation because she wants to be. What should she have done instead of, you know, fornicating? And do you think that the fornication started with her ending up at the bar meeting somebody? Or was that something that was already subconsciously wanted in her mind?
There's not enough context to know that. However, when you cross that line, you can't go back. The second dumbest thing she did was put it on public display of being in a fishbowl and letting everybody see her mistake because she was feeling shameful and guilty. When in fact, had she kept her mouth shut and let it just be a piece, then it is what it is. But you always cover it with something. If you're stepping out, make sure you're not stepping in it.
Uh-oh, is that a bellism?
Should be.
I think that's a bellism. If you're stepping out, make sure you're not stepping in it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, again, though, with her getting in that situation, I think, me personally, I think she was kind of still trying to absolve herself. It's one of two things because it's so hard to tell these days, right? And people will publicly
embarrass themselves. It sounded more like
themselves.
shame than it was. I'm sorry for interrupting. It did sound more like shame than it did anything else. But you know what? Keep that guilt to yourself. I mean, it's just because we're more forward as a society doesn't mean we condone your badass behavior.
Do you think she's putting that out as a warning for other women who might be doing it?
There's a lot of women that just keep their mouth shut and do what they want to do. I mean, I've heard it more often than not. Women make better cheaters because they generally don't open their mouth about it. Men get caught because a lot of times they brag about it. Again, we're not talking about every guy, but there are some.
I agree.
And if you want to ruin your reputation, open your mouth and proceed to tell people what you're doing.
See, I agree.
And that's male or female. I mean, not that people commonly call men whores, but, you know, they can behave like thoughts.
Oh, that honcho over there. Yes, I understand. But what was the worst thing that of everything we kind of observed, and it's obviously one sided because I'm showing a certain perspective, so we're not going to not acknowledge that men do the same thing. You know, we got that. But what was the worst of it all? Like what stood out to you the most as wow, I can't believe this is a thing.
Okay, the two things that really triggered me as being a female was the fact that she assumed that the guy was going to pay for her and didn't have her own money to back her up.
And that was the one who was wearing the braids, right? That one.
Yeah. And she was like, "Well, he said I didn't look like that, and da 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 da, whatever." Like Slee said, "Hey, do a live, you know, just do a, you know, get on the you know video chat and actually see what somebody looks like. You save a bunch of trouble that way." Hello. I mean, it almost opens itself up for a catfish of any kind. Now, the chick that ended up in the Jewish community, I mean, it's like she basically told you that she was only worth $2,400 because that was what he was willing to pay her. And she got pissed because she didn't verify it before she stepped into bed with him. Now, the other thing that was creepy is he made her go before his wife and kids got up.
Yeah,
who the hell would stay in a house with somebody else that actually had a wife and children in the same block? You know, I mean that's just twisted and not right in the head either. And the last thing is the woman having the meltdown in the fast food thing showed absolutely no restraint of any kind of manners whatsoever, and that is definitely bad parenting.
She was terrible. She was super terrible. What do you think that young man was thinking during that whole little rampage?
He could have probably been embarrassed, or he was probably proud of the fact that his mother stood up for something, but probably wouldn't realize until 10, 15 years later that she was just a nutbag.
Do you think that'll have an impact on his relationship with women in the future?
I'm sure if you have a support person in your life that has mental illness, it definitely screws with your head. You know, or addiction, or I mean, you know, if somebody is just not right in the head, it affects how they represent.
So how do you handle a situation like that, right? Is that a situation where you feel like the government should get involved if a child is living with someone who is not doesn't seem to be mentally all there or have the capacity to maybe control their emotions in that situation like that?
Well, the sad part is some of the foster cares are worse than some of the homes that these kids are coming up in. That's the hard part. They have a hard time finding good foster parents or foster people to be able to, you know, ride out the wave until the parents can get whatever help they need. You know, there's a lot of bad stories as many as there are good stories.
Yeah, I think it's probably way more bad. It seems like you only hear the good, few and far between. But you hear.
Yep. Or group homes, and then they what is that? They step out of the system at 18 and basically with the bag on their hand, and that's it. You know, the government doesn't stair-step them into a life. They just drop them off and say, "You're 18. Go do what you got to do now."
Yeah, people have to realize that everybody comes from different backgrounds, and not everybody got that same upbringing. So, okay.
Yeah, I was blessed not to have that, but I have definitely seen those situations.
All right. So, any other thoughts on anything we may have viewed? Or actually, your thoughts on lust, real quick. Do you feel like lust is necessary for a healthy relationship?
To a certain amount, yeah. Healthy. The key word is a healthy relationship. All these women were toxic. I mean, if you want a theme of what I saw tonight, each and every one of them was toxic.
So how do you determine whether or not a woman is toxic? What are some early signs that men or even some of the young men could use to maybe see signs that a woman is toxic?
Narcissistic traits, entitlement, bougie, assuming everything's going to go their way because they think that they're maybe a 9 and they're probably a 5 or a 6, but they present out. Like you said, like the woman walking into the gym, she was basically the display showroom, and looking like, hey, I'm in a what do you call it, a store window, and everybody's looking at me. Well, that's what they're supposed to do because how you're dressing is provocative and is obviously going to cause a scene. So you're really not entitled to get upset with it. If you feel that way, wear a sweatshirt, wear baggy sweatpants. I mean, don't do things to draw attention to yourself. Now, if somebody had attacked her or physically hurt her, they would be completely in the wrong.
Yeah.
But for somebody to look at somebody else who is presenting an unusual display of whatever they're producing, because it happens at gyms. And how can you not expect it if you're going to dress like that? Now, if she was in, again, a full sweatshirt and baggy sweatpants and sneakers and somebody did that, then they'd probably be a creep. But, people like to look at things that are different. Doesn't always mean beautiful, doesn't always mean ugly. It just means that it attracts the eye. There's no shame in that. Doesn't make straights gay, doesn't make gays straight. It just means that, and you've always said it. It's not bad to look at something attractive. But what made it ugly was her behavior and her attitude. As soon as she opened her mouth and the crap that was coming out and the disdain for other people and the entitlement is what threw it all over the edge. And that's why they were all toxic. And honestly, can you go back and say any of them weren't?
I think they are in their own way. Some a bit more extreme than others, but yeah, I would definitely say so. What percentage of the female population? And we're talking, usually I say modern women, I'm usually talking about a specific group, but I'm talking about the entire female population because I see a lot of things with women, especially daughters, talking about their toxic moms, sons too, but I think toxic moms and daughters exist way more than the toxic moms and sons. It seems like the sons are always kind of either it's toxic or they're extremely babied. But what percentage of women do you think, or would you say, are toxic? Toxic to the level that it could be harmful to another person?
I'd like to say 20%, but it's probably more than that. I'm being very conservative on that. And now coming back to mother and daughter, I can shoot that right up to about 45%.
Really, absolutely. That's interesting that you see it's so much more significant in that aspect. Why do you say that?
Well, you got to think they're not just their role models, but if they've broken them in some way, it damages the child growing up. And they're not just a role model; they're the ones that mold and shape how they think normal is normal. It's like somebody who has their whole life has been abused, and they finally get into a healthy relationship. They don't know how to behave because that's not the norm of how they were raised. And they had no coping skills on how to deal with that. And if you have constant conflict in a home and it's toxic, then how can you get into a healthy relationship until you either take a deep look at you or you're in a situation where you don't have anything but look at it? And putting it on the men that the women aren't getting what they want, well, sometimes the women need to back up and figure out what they want before they expect men to do what read their minds and just put it out there because they expect them to do that. That's a lack of healthy conversation as well.
That we're lacking a lot of healthy conversation in society. I think we all gravitate a little bit towards the toxicity, myself as well. But yeah, we definitely need to.
Well, there's a lot of assumption today too. These kids today, and I'm talking as Gen X. These kids today are such on a fast pace. Dealing with computers and dealing with trying to get from A to B, and the learning is hyper ventilated from when we were growing up. We had to do division out the long way. These kids have computers doing it for them. So there's not a whole lot of slowing the process down and thinking about your doing. It's just throwing it out there with no filter and no what if. No, the conscience of the generation today is, well, my parents did it, or I see on TV they do it, and so there's social approval for it. So why can't I? When in fact it should have never been allowed.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of that. My question today is the young men and the young women being raised today, could they have actually grown up in the days gone by and dealt with the issues that were going on back then? And I'm not even talking, I'm talking like 1970s, 1960s.
I think that it would have been different. I think that they would have, because the conditions around were different. My problem with everything today is that people do not realize how overstimulated we are as a society from every angle.
Absolutely.
I mean, with everything you do, every corner you turn, it's something. It's something. The world was once, I won't say the world, but most countries maybe prairies or land and trees, and so people that existed back then. I'm talking about way back, but we'll come up to the 60s and 70s because there was some stimulation there too, but not as intense as it is today. And that was what man was used to. Motherfuckers living in deserts, not seeing neon lights and illuminated shit. And I'm not saying some illuminated things at night, but just constant stimulation to your senses, noises, being around people. That's why I always harp about that we're not supposed to live in big cities. I believe it's all dangerous to your health in some form or fashion, but they pay too much money to keep this type of shit going. So, you'll never see a study that says it is. But everywhere you look, it's something. It's something. It's something. And that's why these kids now are super ADHD. We put the screens in front of their face, so it's colors, it's food, it's sound, it's the sugars, it's the chemicals. They're inundated with everything, and nobody's telling them no. Because the parents just want to do what the fuck they want to do. They don't understand the process of they're not doing the research to understand what it's doing to the kids. And then they we'll put them on medication, or we'll do all this. And it's just this combination of shit is just making crazy little people, or the parents just neglect them because they're overstimulated on the internet or doing whatever they're doing, caring about themselves. And the kids have to figure it out themselves, and they just become pieces of shit because they, nobody ever loves them or shows them love or anything like that. So it's all kind of off the wall shit going on. But I do believe they would be able to survive because the conditions would be different. But even then, I think that people need to spread out from cities. I think people need to become more self-sustainable. Cut out all the crap, and I guarantee people's health, whether it be mental health or physical health. We're talking about strength, their thought powers, their longevity. Everything would significantly increase. It's just easier for people to, put you together. To make more money from you when you're in the city. But if people were more sustainable or self-sustainable, they would live better lives. But we're not. We're getting so far away from that. We've gotten so far away from that I don't think most people even want to go back. Most people prefer the convenience because it's much harder to do the work when you have to do it for yourself.
Well, actually, it means that we have to slow down and actually pay attention and not just blow it off and go on to the next.
Yeah.
And that's a bigger part of it. It means actual accountability. Rather than putting it on a charge card and pay it later. In life, it all comes due at some point. And you asked me about lust. I think lust is good in a relationship. I think it triggers the connection between two partners, and it can be the bridge between when you love somebody and you're in love with somebody. It's kind of, it works in there. But as far as lusting after things, I guess, isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins?
Yeah, lusting after things. I guess I should say.
And I'm not biblical.
Yeah,
I'm not religious. It just kind of hit me.
Yeah, it's definitely one, but it's like it's either the I mean, I guess having a targeted lust for your partner could be one thing, and it could be the same thing as attraction. And but if you're just out there, all lust and all willy nilly, oh no, that's not good at all.
Well, that's just letting it hang out willy nilly. That doesn't mean. I mean, that to me, that is like when you go to the strippers and you're lusting over 4 or 5 of them rather than concentrating on one. That's the difference. When you put it into one particular person or one particular relationship or one particular thing, then it can be a healthy thing. But when you're just, like you said, all willy nilly, then you're just giving it out all over the place.
I mean, I think I can handle 4 or 5 strippers. Not over lust. I think it's get to when you start getting to the 6 or 7. That's when you start talking real crazy.
Well, there's a lot of Gatorade involved in that.
Yeah, you definitely got to stay hydrated. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long night.
Yes, sir. You do. So that's pretty much all I got for tonight. I was so surprised at how much they all fell under like toxic behavior.
Yeah, it was definitely the theme of the evening. But there's.
So my question is love toxic? I mean, is lust toxic?
It shouldn't be. It should not be. I think it should be a natural thing. I don't think it should be a thing that. I mean, I can understand frustration. I can understand annoyance. But I know that the Bible has a description of it. What'd you say?
Society perverses things these days.
Love is commercialized now. People don't know what love really is. People don't know this. Understand the difference between love, like I said, love and lust now. They don't understand the difference between attention. I mean, genuine attention. Genuine affection versus just temporary attention. That like I said, we're in this microwave society. Everybody wants everything so quick. It's that in our nature we want that long term. Well, some of us want that long term thing, but we're living in a different way because society says, "Oh, it's okay to do it like this or do it like that," and you can still do everything you want to. But people don't realize how this is impacting them, mentally, and that they're the reason they're getting the outcomes that they're getting.
Well, the other thing is I don't remember if there was more than one, but the one lady that was shameful about having the affair, it was the thing that I find is there are a lot of women like publicizing it, but it's like you want us to condone your bad behavior so that you can feel less guilty about your making a wrong choice.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
But you know why though? You know what, Miss Bell? Women do it though. So what you're saying, that's exactly what happened. Oh girl, it ain't that bad, and they'll find a way to pin it on him, and it's all his fault. He got a wife and kids. He shouldn't have been this. Well, you're parlaying yourself as a prostitute. You'd have felt better about it if you got paid for it versus whatever.
If she wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened. So she has to take at least 50% of that responsibility, because if you ain't in the room, you ain't gonna get poked.
But like I say, but that's why these women put it out there, because there's always, and we say that women will always come to the aid of another woman. It's true. It'll be in these comment sections, depending on who and where it's posted. But if the original poster is going to be 75% women telling her, hey, it's okay, and telling her, it's not your fault, and it's his fault, and I done it too. Don't make it, ain't no big deal. They're gonna make her feel better about herself. If not, help her get the $2,500.
Well, I also see something that you said a long time ago, and I remember this. You said, you know what, I'm done helping a certain percentage of women out that are not in my inner circle. Right. And after watching these kind of things, I can see why.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can see why men want to just walk away, or because they're being shamed for just being there and showing up.
Yeah. They expect to go
above and beyond. And of course, they need to own their bad behavior, but that wasn't really the point of this. Anyway, you got anything else for me, or are we good?
I have no further questions.
Yay! yay, I can get off the stand. I've done testifying.
Well, thank you for calling in, Miss Bell, and getting the den line started this evening.
Sounds good to me. Good night.
Good night. Have a good evening.
You too.
Shout out to Miss Bell. Thank you for calling in and sharing your thoughts with us this evening. Interesting. Let me do this. Oh, see, I forget about the update and relate. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what I don't like about this thing. It shows it up on the other screen, and now it fucking dropped home on me. There it is. All right. All right. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
What up, my dude?
Dan, the motherfucking man with the plan. How you doing, Pimpin' Dan? How you doing this evening?
Shit, I'm all right. Look, I ain't seen that Tubi film, so I can't relate to the pimping shit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the kindness, though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So,
yeah, man.
So we've had a variety of videos this evening, right? A variety of videos this evening. And you could say there may have been a theme along with it. What was the most, except for the fucking alligator, I guess, what stood out the most to you this evening?
I'd like to say the White House thing, but that's common procedure. That's typical pandering to the lowest common denominator. So I ain't gonna talk about that shit no more. That is what it is. And people go for it. They go for it. The gym thing, that ain't nothing new. You know, I don't even pay attention to that shit, bro. I don't give a shit about that. Like, it's just like, look, I understand you need ventilation, but goddamn, bro, like, you chill that shit out, bro. Anybody have me on TikTok or some shit, I'm a sue. Fuck you. Try to make me look like an animal. But I mean, it's a natural attraction thing, bro. Straight up, bro. You know, I mean, so the fuck do y'all want? And then I think, and I've seen a lot of gyms do this, like that whole posting your phone in there so you record yourself. They don't like people doing that shit. A lot of them don't. The new gym I'm at now, they say don't talk on the phones and stuff like that, and like they're really, I wouldn't say they're big on it, but they really make sure you focus on your workout and not posing and flexing for TikTok or the gram or whatever the fuck people do this shit on. I don't know about none of that shit, bro. You know. Now, if you're doing that for like, you know, like to better yourself and see where you're at compared to where a month ago or 6 months ago or a year ago, that's commendable. But if you try to post thirst traps and trying to get dudes like, you know, in trouble with some shit, I mean, go on to that shit, bro. I don't care about that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where we are. It's sad. I've kind of seen some of the same things you're talking about. I've seen guys do come and kick the phone over or do like, man, get out of here. Like they basically like running them out of the gyms now, and then they're talking about, oh, it's harassment and it's this. But you're illegally or filming these people, you know what I'm saying, just so you can get your little likes or whatever justification. Like you said, you're wearing bright pink. One, you know, as a human being, you're gonna notice bright colors. You're wearing some skin tight shit, so it's a bright pink ass just jiggling all in front of you. Of course, you're gonna look. Even if it's 4 glances, she's talking about, man, you got 4 glances. That's not even nothing to brag on. So, anyway, it's wild. They create these scenarios and then play the victim. And you know, you see it live, and then people call these men pigs. They're so disgusting. Motherfuckers, not like they were pointing and look at her fucking. They're like this. They probably been having a whole casual conversation. They might have been glancing in the direction, but automatically going to assume that, you know, these are bad people. These are terrible men for being who they are. But yeah.
So that's why I don't even like pay that shit no attention. I'm not about to get you no motherfucking attention, bro. If you got thirst for attention, go wear that shit in the middle of the street. Just wear like skin tight. If you want attention that bad, it's not hard to get attention from men. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. It's out there. Go to the club with that kind of shit. Get attention for some dudes. So I mean, go on the pole. Go on the pole. Look like she's in shape. Go dance on the pole. You'll get some money too from these thirsty ass niggas out here. I don't even give a fuck no more, bro.
Yeah, if you're gonna get looked at,
this shit's funny to me, bro.
Yeah, make some money off of it, goddamn. At least get a purpose with it. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But they don't realize that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing it in a different context to try to make it look like they were, you know, that they're better than that. But
I'm the victim. Okay.
That's what you want. That's what you're seeking. That's what you're after. And then you get the results that you're seeking, and you complain about it. Like, again, like I said, it's all very baffling to me. It's all very conflicting. It's all very confusing. But this is the world we live in. Hey,
It's funny to me.
we do it for the views, baby. Um, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the video with the mother of the young man who went on the rampage. What kind of impact do you think that had on that young man?
Not much. I guarantee that's not the first time we've seen her wild out like that. Probably not much at all. That's because when I seen I remember when I was a kid, my mom did some shit like that, and I was crying, telling her, "Let's go." See, he was quiet because he knows that he can get his ass slapped in that car if he says anything, telling her to stop. You know, that's her son husband. You don't stop a queen when she's out doing her thing, when she's purveying her kingdom. You saw how quiet he was because that ain't the first time he's seen her do that. She probably did that in school. That boy failing class, he ain't doing his homework. Who does she blame? Not her son. She blames the teachers. You know, it was a white teacher. Oh, you racist. I done heard all this shit before.
Yeah.
So that he wasn't shocked. That's why he was quiet.
And that's why people get upset when you say it, but it's instead of acknowledging the problem that this happening way too often and the damage that it creates. Yeah, then he's either going to be numb to it and just as he grows up, he's going to be weird or mimic it. You know what I mean? So it is. It's a real sad situation. So I was talking about something earlier.
That's why you see a lot of. My bad, homie. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just about to say. Right. That's why you see a lot of these grown ass men acting like emotional, effeminate woman. But problem is, dudes got testosterone, and a lot of dudes let it carry that thing on them, and then that's why we got the murder rate the way it is now. That's why Chicago full of them. St. Louis, Detroit, it's Memphis, Tennessee. You already know what it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
There's something. I'm going to go off track. There's something I completely forgot to do. I forgot to do it. I mean, I was going to do this today. So did you? I don't know if you're familiar, Dan, with the they called him Unc. He was a young man, not a young man. He was an older guy. He was at Whataburger, and some women were clowning his outfit. This has been a very viral. It's been a very viral deal. Let me see here. And so, people
I think you mentioned that at one point.
Mm-hmm.
No, please continue.
Yeah. So what happened? I saw something a little funny, right? Because people were talking about his outfit wasn't fresh. And people call. And again, one of them was a stud, and that was very upsetting. But you got to understand where where we came from, right? You see this outfit?
Mm-hmm.
You see what this outfit got? Right? Y'all youngsters, y'all see what that is behind him? Y'all see what that outfit got? That was fresh back in the day. I had to school some of y'all. Y'all might not be familiar. He ain't even got his shit. Ain't even starchy. I don't know what type of time he on. But but yeah, we were talking about
the Rockaware.
Oh, the Rockaware, the whole collection. Every rapper had a line back then. Fucking yeah. That was let's see, jeans, the polo style shirt, and some regular stuff.
Yeah.
But now, that ain't cool no more. Now you got to be wearing some tight jeans. You got to be wearing diamonds on your belt, weird finger rings and shit. But it is what it is. But I saw you were familiar with a term I mentioned earlier when we were talking about the Dindus, a proud people of I wouldn't say exclusively in the Northern American area, but a proud North American breed. Yeah. Where did you come across the terminology of the Dindus, the Dindu Nuffins?
Oh, the comment section. You look at some ignorant ass video of Waffle House fights, some shooting in the middle of the street. And look at the future. The one I see now is look at the future engineers and scientists and doctors. The scholars of America.
Yeah, good. Man, I can't lie. White people are funny. Y'all can say whatever. The comment sections are some of the funniest fucking places, especially if you can tolerate, if you are not affected by racism because you're disconnected like some of us are. Yeah, it's some of the funniest shit. It's like, man, I need to use some of this myself. This is hilarious,
Oh yeah. I remember it was Pride month, I guess. I thought it was a week at one point, but it became a whole month. About 2 years ago, I'm gonna say 2 years ago, one of these delivery food chains, Grubhub or something, would get a Pride month commercial where they were talking about the right foods to eat for stuff like that. Oh wow, what is this? Kids want bitches. I can't move it up there. I'm not even sure if I can. I don't even see a period. I see the. I can't really decipher that. I don't speak baby mama because I'm not a baby dad. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm actually not even in disagreement with her message if I'm interpreting it correctly. And I hope I am. Again, so it says niggas with kids belong with bitches with kids. I can't do nobody else baby daddy. I'm sorry, I need my own. So I'm assuming she's saying that people with children should be exclusive to people with children, and people without should be exclusive to those without. That is definitely not happening.
Because there was that one dude, they got like 4 baby mamas, chicks wanting to be number 5, 6, and 7. You know, we know that. Yeah. Well, what's that one dude? The dude, he went on live to talk about people talking about his kids and his family. Some truck driver down south. He's like, he said, I don't pull out. I go up in that motherfucker. Fuck you mean? I don't pull out. Ain't shit weak. My pull out game is weak. I don't pull out. This man has 33 kids. 11, 12 baby mamas. Yeah. So people line up, and guess what? Last time I saw, he was engaged to a woman who ain't have no kids.
Oh wow!
So
she's gonna change it.
Yeah,
that's what she's gonna do.
Exactly.
She's gonna change.
She want to see what it is. Yeah. Like what are all these other girls coming off? Let me see what it is. Let me get up in there. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, and again, you know, because they want to be the one that they conquered him after, you know, like I don't get it. And y'all see him, so my brain's about to explode. It's so much going on right now because it's like when we talk about it, when you say that, you know, it's only a small percentage of the men getting all of the women pregnant. There's no way. Y'all all got the same. It's all the same baby daddy. Like, or you see, you know, you got 4 for 4. You know, y'all are taking up, you know, fucking mass numbers, but niggas out here is not, and we're getting blamed for the shit, for the bad decisions. Like, obviously, if y'all are all picking, y'all all got shitty baby daddies, right? If all the baby daddies are shitty, and it's only a few niggas that's baby daddies, then like, oh, that means the majority of women are just making bad decisions. But then you say that, somehow, some way that
Du Bois Watkins and was it Roly Poly Martin? They'll start trying to roast you on social media. Oh, he talking about bad about black women. He didn't wait 20 years to get with his queen like I did. Like I ain't waiting 20 minutes. I don't give a fuck. Man, fuck out of here.
Yeah, at this point, what is the value? You know what I'm saying?
And that picture right there, let me say something real quick. And I don't want to stay on there too long. I don't want to hold you up. It's been about 12 minutes. So that chick who's talked to 5 athletes, 3 rappers, 2 scammers, a drug dealer. Look, Jamal from T-Mobile. Jamal, move on, bro. Let her. That water speaks its own level. Let her rock. She wants to keep chasing that till she's 55, 60. Then she'll be in church the rest of her life, praying to Jesus. Let her do that. That's her business, bro. You go off and you do your own thing. You develop yourself more. You know, go hit the gym. Go maybe invest in something. You know, just do something else, man. Don't. Look, don't take her at her worst because she won't take you at your best, bro. I'm telling all young men in that situation. I got a nephew just turned 19. I'm telling them that right now. You're going to see a lot of females out here. They're going to go with the wrong dudes. And you know what? It's not your job to save them. You ain't got to save them now. You damn sure ain't got to save them 20 years from now when everything went left. You know, if you're going to go out there and have fun, wear protection. How many of your friends are baby daddies right now? You say like 2 or 3. All right, I said first, I recommend you stop hanging out with them niggas. First off.
Birds of a feather.
Well, you know what? I didn't want to tell them who to hang out with. I was just like, I wanted to say that, but what I did say was, look, man, you see so many friends locked up, or about to be locked up, some baby daddies, some of these out of high schools like that. And I'm not saying it's baby daddy that actually made it worse. Maybe the chick was on some other shit. If you locked up, as long as you learn the lesson and you don't repeat it to your best of your abilities, then fine. I believe in rehabilitation. But like, you got to be careful about who you hang out with, bro. You know, but that's what I've been telling them.
Yeah,
you know,
that's damn good advice.
You got to be careful, man.
You absolutely have to, because again,
I speak from experience.
Yeah, don't get counted with some other motherfuckers' mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what type of bad problems, bad energy comes with people. Shit, I think I saw a story the other day. Somebody got shot because somebody else was shooting at somebody they was hanging with at a club or something. You know, outside, like little crazy stuff. Like, shit, I'll be goddamn. Like I say, more than 3, not for me. I gotta stop hanging with niggas.
More than 4, hit the door. I
You
ain't
feel
playing.
me? Oh, it's going down. It's going all the way down. But yeah, again, like you say, some got to learn it the hard way. Some of you can tell a motherfucker. There's some people right now who probably still think, oh, look at these coons. Look at this. And in about 2 to 3 years, I remember that time they said that on that show. And those guys were absolutely correct. Like it's a sickness. It's an affliction. And it ain't no cure for this shit. Ain't no boosters for this bitch. We are out of there, man.
Yep. Boosters. Yeah, man. But okay, let's see. So the subject, the lies of lust. I mean, in terms of relationship, I think physical attraction is important. Yeah. Unless you're in it for the money or the benefits or whatever have you. I saw a lot of military. Military wives marrying dudes so they can so you can live off base. Marrying people that they knew in high school just for the benefits and end up sleeping together, get a kid. Now you're stuck with her.
Yeah.
Oh well. It is what it is, bro. Just physical attraction it matters on the person though. Some people physical attraction is all right, but to me, where I'm at now is more of a level of trust and honesty with a person.
Yeah, because I mean, the physical attraction ain't shit. Nowadays, everybody getting these little discount surgeries and they caking their face up. It's just to me, what used to be considered beautiful has lost its beauty. What used to be unique is no longer, unique. It's all
right.
Everybody's trying to be the same thing. Everybody's trying to be quote unquote exotic or whatever you want to call it. Like, and everybody just looks crazy. Everybody looks fake. Everybody looks disgusting. Give me like an old school Angel Mama at this point, because I know what I'm getting into. You feel me? Like,
she can cook.
You feel me? Until they come and take your shit away.
Damn.
Yeah. You know what's funny about Angel Mama? I've seen a bunch of people. I've seen a bunch of like TikToks, little videos and crazy where people have kept their Aunt Jemima bottle and they'll just refill it with the new shit, with the Pearl Millen or whatever shit's called now. And it's super funny because most of them are white people, right? And it's like you would think it was just because race, but they're just like, I just like the face, man. She looks like she just be a nice old lady. And people connect with this shit in a weird ass way. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm pretty sure motherfuckers come out, they probably keep it racist because they want to see a nigga in a head rag. But I don't think it's that. Like I don't think it's that, bro. Like, because if that was the case, you wouldn't give that much of a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I want to see them niggas held down so bad I won't change my Aunt Jemima bottle. Like what are you really, achieving by doing that? Absolutely nothing. So yep. But
a lot of kids grew up with that bottle. I know I did.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now I can't be fucking with syrup and all that sugar shit no more. So I don't even remember last time I ate fucking pancakes. So
no.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. But I think it's not that serious. A lot of people like to put extra stuff on it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that damn serious. I think it's more of a it's kind of like you're just saying. It ain't that serious, bro. Yeah, you gotta calm down with that shit, bro.
Yeah, niggas ran out of real racism, so we gotta start making shit up now. They gotta start really cranking
Hence a lot of these hate crimes that get manufactured and stuff. Shout out to Jussie. Remember that shit?
Oh,
fuck, man.
That was a classic. Look at this nigga Broderick. I can't stand this nigga. This nigga here.
Oh, Broderick. Brother Broderick. What's good, my G?
Dindu Broderick.
Wait a minute.
So Dindu Brooks of himself. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, man. But do you think there's hope in the overall? Do you think, like you say, kind of the what is I'm fuck the phrase up. Let her, sink to her level or rise to her level where she's supposed to be. But do you think that there will ever become a balance again in the black community, or do you think it'll be a bunch of Barack Obamas before that happens?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It only took a few decades to get to this point, really. But now something Ms. Bell said earlier about government intervention, I think that's a problem. We've had too much government intervention in the black community. And people have become dependent on the system. It's essentially like a off-brand form of communism, what's happened to Great Society, all that shit. Just look at where the culture is leading. And how many times have I said this, bro? About just the culture. It's destructive. It's not genetic, it's cultural. Because if you have a Nigerian comes to this country, well, I mean, they just roll through the border now. But many of the ones before then, you know, who I'm with. Let's talk about it. That's kind of where that's basically what it is right now. But it didn't have to be this way. That's the most tragic thing about it. It did not have to be this way. Families were intact. Was every family perfect? Fuck no. But families were intact. You know, and the thing is, you know, Black Wall Street, the Tuskegee experiment, that the Ku Klux Klan hasn't done as much damage as the destruction of black family has done to our people as a whole in this country. Not even close. Yeah, like I literally saw a study done say there was about the Ku Klux Klan in their history throughout Southern America. They lynched about, I want to say, 8,000 black folks, which is one too many, quite honestly. But the amount of black folks getting killed in a year in some of these cities eclipses that immensely. So I remember seeing a video with a Klan member. He said, "Y'all doing it yourselves. We just staying back. We chilling." Yeah, I mean, not paraphrase. He didn't say that word for word, you know.
They doing
Not
it
his beer gut and shit. Yeah, they're taking care of themselves. You know the country ass boys. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like
they should go through the hoods and have a thank you parade. They should set up and feed the urban communities of America. They're doing the job for them, like you said. Shit, we ain't got to do nothing. Y'all motherfuckers out here.
And the cleanup crew's coming right now. That's the people south of the border. The Venezuelan gangs. That's the cleanup crew.
Oh yeah.
Finish this motherfucker off, bro.
Oh yeah. Where you think that? Because the first motherfuckers getting wiped out is gonna be niggas, and they don't even realize that shit. Like that's
fucked up.
They posted up they're posting up in their neighborhoods where there were traditionally black stuff. They moving them out of those communities, moving their kids back to remote learning. And remote learning was the worst shit that ever happened to the fucking kids. And now they moving them back to that shit. And and just acting like nothing's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I say. That generation, that remote learning generation, when they're that little couple of years, like when those kids who were like supposed to be like in kindergarten, first grade around it, and they got delayed a couple of years, they weren't able. When those people become adults, it's over, right? Because it's pretty much been downhill since then. Like they have not caught back up. They're not back on par with curriculum. Like they're still behind the times. Kids are slower than ever. It's gonna be a wrap. It's game over. It's already game over for us. We don't even like to educate ourselves. We don't like education, but as a whole, it's gonna be a wrap, man. I'm scared of that.
You know what? That's gonna bring a tear to mind because my niece is one of those kids. And I remember having, I'm not even going into details, but there's some bullshit in my family right after my dad died. And for like a few weeks, I had to watch my niece and get her ready for school, quote unquote, and then trying to keep her awake because like I had school myself. I was working and going to college. I had to do a little distance learning myself and shit like that. And it was hard, man, because she wasn't paying attention. Most of these kids weren't paying attention. I know she was slacking, in first grade, and it pains me,
But the thing
But
is,
hey, we flattened the curve, right? We flattened the curve, didn't we?
Yeah. But see, the thing is though, is what it is that though those who recognize it, you still have the ability. Roger can hear drunk. You still have the ability to remedy it because you're aware. Okay, you're going to be alert. But most people, like I say, most of us, most black folks or niggas, don't know because they're not very well educated. They don't realize, well, shit, he knows just as much as I do. They don't communicate with the teachers. They don't give a fuck about the grades. It's the school fault. The schools have dumbed down the learning curve. Like, I think parents have to start supplementing their they need to be aware and they need to supplement their kids' education because shit, just a little bit of supplementation is going to put them so far ahead of the other kids in their fucking grade or in their, it won't even make sense. So
here's the thing though, Honcho. Some of these school systems, they are enabling this shit and it's going to make it worse. I believe in the state of Oregon, the governor, this fucking whore, and I mean that in all sincerity, she is a fucking bitch. Let me tell you why. She literally, I'm serious. Like I try not to go off a woman like that, bro, but she deserves every bit of this. So this dumb broad, she signed and enacted a law that lowered the requirements of like reading, writing, and like math for students because it's supposed to help people from BIPOC communities succeed, or some goofy liberal ideology like that.
Yeah.
She has helped to handicap those children. Yeah. We're talking about the governor, not a mayor of one city, which is stupid enough. We're talking about the fucking governor of that state. I want to say that the Oregon and Washington State, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Baltimore, because they already been fucking them kids over for years.
Yeah.
Or Maryland, I mean. Yeah. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. So shit, fuck distance learning. These kids.
Yeah,
but that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, again, by the time they have the UBI or the CD, ABC, whatever it is, and all I'm saying is people just got to start being alert and start paying attention, because the jig is going to be up, and y'all have to be prepared in a multitude of ways, because I don't even think we get that far, honestly. I know people talk about the little blackout shit. I don't know what's shaking with that. I need to go buy some more water. But, other than that, man, like shit, at this point, it's like you said, we're in survival mode. It's who knows what the fuck's coming next. It's going to be very.
I don't know. I know it's election year, so expect crazy shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm especially concerned about. It has to. It's the trend. Like something off the wall must happen, right? And again, maybe I think their plan to integrate the immigrants must be not going as fast as they want to, because they still trying to bring the black female representation. And that's the thing is with the Democrats, right? This is what I don't understand. I don't understand. I understand black women who vote Democrat. I don't understand black men who vote Democrat. Like, where in the Democrat Party right now currently is like, where is the black male representation?
Oh, I know where it is. It's what's that boy name? The one who looks like the one that wears the high heels and got the beard. What starts with S, I think.
Yeah, I meant to that. Let me clarify that. Yeah. The straight black male representation, because as soon as I said it, I was like, I definitely left out a key word. So where is the
Obama? That's it. Obama, that's it. And Obama got in on black men. Didn't say shit about black women though.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And then as soon as niggas get thoughtful, like you said, bro, I saw a lot of people swap over to the I seen who was it? I want to say somebody in Texas, one of these guys.
I'm gonna say one thing about Democrat. That.
What's that?
Here's what's gonna happen. All it takes is another person to die in a cop-involved incident, a black person, and a non-black or cop or whatnot, and these people will be jumping on the Democrat plantation again.
Man, I was thinking about that the other day.
Fair weather.
When's the last time you heard of one of those? When's the last time you heard of a cop-involved black shooting? They were happening every day under Trump. 3 times a day, 4 times a day, according to black people. Niggas was getting mowed down in the streets under Trump. When's the last time you heard of a cop-involved black person, other race cop-involved shooting?
I did see one recently, but the thing is, the kid was holding a shovel coming at the cop with it, so So they couldn't use that one.
Okay.
They'll find another one. But right during the summertime, that's when a lot of these schools out here acting crazy. Summertime killing season, having this bitch getting the freezing bars.
Yeah.
So around the summertime, we'll see something like that. But most likely it'll be some shit involving these immigrants too. Because look, this is a fucking powder keg.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is. And you tell these Venezuelan gangs coming from a communist country, they're gonna show these neighborhood niggas what time it is. I promise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I promise. It's about to be really insane, bro. So I'm staying in the house. I'm gonna go to the gym, stay in the house, and then buy groceries. That'll be it. Because this is gonna get interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, really, really interesting.
It is. I'm just here to observe.
October surprise. That's a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah, just to get them. Well, racism still exists, man. Niggas don't start getting they ass went from both angles. You better chill out. Better figure it out. But yeah, it's a wrap, man. Okay. Any other thoughts?
You've been taking my black pills, bro. Stop taking my black pills, bro.
Oh no, but see, here's my thing. Like here's the thing. Here's my thing, right? Is I'm concerned for everybody else, right? Or in a sense, but then I really don't. I'm really not. Like, it's like, what can I do, right? So I'm just here, knowing what my options are, and we'll ride it out and try not to carry too much additional burden. You know what I'm saying? Just because I think things are going to get real slim, the world's going to get real lean, and it's going to get very interesting. So, but I mean, it'll be all right.
Yep, okay. But man, that's all I got, bro. I've been on it too long. I know people want to call in, man. I appreciate you taking my call, bro.
Yeah, all good, Pimpin' Dan. It's good to talk to you. It's been a minute, so I definitely want to chop it up with you for a little bit, but I do hope all is well. And everything's going good with you.
I appreciate it, brother. Y'all be safe, man. Don't kill nobody. Don't drink and drive. All that other stupid shit. You know what it is.
I'm my best not to.
Oh yeah, please don't, sir. Please don't. Please don't.
Hell no. If I'm drinking, I'm in the house. That's the thing I don't get. I'm in the house. If I'm gonna do something, I'm sitting my ass down. Shit, damn that. But yeah.
And you got grub up all this shit. They deliver drinks to your ass. Man.
Yeah.
What's the point? Fuck it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no
The fact
reason.
that people still get DUIs shows how irresponsible and much of a dickhead they are. That in my humble opinion. I ain't no expert on DUIs, and they never had one. So
people want to be. They don't want to be drunk. They want to be drunk in society. Like, why? Like, what?
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, go
but
drink.
You got too much shit going on nowadays. You got chicks who you bump up against them, you get a rape charge. You got dudes out here trying to shoot somebody for no reason. I'm serious. I just saw a video of a woman who tried to say a bar threw her down the stairs and shit. But when you see the video, ain't shit going on. They escorted her out nicely. But she said they threw her down a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
So and now her social medias are quiet. So you try to get these people too because you got yourself kicked out. They treated you nicely more than you deserve, and then you try to lie on everybody. Fucking, I'm gonna calm down. I'm not gonna be misogynistic. I'm gonna calm down. But somebody could have got arrested and lost their business over that shit, over you lying because you butthurt.
But they don't care because again, they feel like they're entitled to. I should never be disrespected, no matter how poorly I behave. You should be responsible for, my lackluster behavior. But I'm glad that there was footage, because we know when it's he say, she say. We already know how these things tend to go. So
there goes the she say, yeah.
Oh yeah, there ain't no he say. Exactly. Ain't no he say. Exactly. Ain't no he say. It's just she say. Okay. Well, we say, she say. Yeah. Okay.
That's just the statistic analysis of. I mean, here, look at the family court system. Jesus Christ, 90% of the time the baby goes to the mother. But when you look at the abuse ratings, the mother's the highest abuser of children. That's straight facts, bro. I don't know how long it's been like that, but recently, yeah. Mothers are the highest abusers of children, right next to mothers and their boyfriends. And you know about mama's boyfriend. The child molesting dude with the ankle brace on, sleeping on the couch and shit. Her new boo. Yeah, that too. And I'm not being misogynistic. That's a statistical fact. So if you get angry at me, I accept it.
It's like you said, it is. I mean, it's the statistics exist for a reason, right? The statistics.
Yeah.
But those are white men statistics, so we can't trust those, Dan. No.
Well, I am Prince Ruckus of Wakunda, so I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I ain't forget about that shit. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. I've been rambling. I apologize.
No,
I'm about to get off this hole, man.
Yeah, good. Shout out to Dan, man. Pimpin' Dan, man.
Now, look, what is this movie on Tubi?
Oh,
I gotta see it.
It's called Bissonette.
Bissonette. Let me see what's on YouTube. Well, I got a Tubi ad blocker.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. He appears relatively early in the movie, so I mean he doesn't have a big role. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not a movie you want to watch the whole thing of, but he makes a small role, checks a bitch or two.
Well, I'm watching the trailer right now, bro. This shit looks bootleg as fuck, bro. But that's Tubi though. So that's what Tubi quality though.
Yeah, you already know what Tubi gonna do. That's funny.
Oh man. Oh my god. This is great. Okay. I might have to watch a bit of this and just get a laugh, man. But that's all I got, Hunter, man.
All right, Mr. Dan. Well, I appreciate you calling in and chopping it up with me this evening, sir.
I appreciate it, man. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all have a good night, bro.
Thanks for calling.
Oh yeah.
What, Miss Bell? You say we're not right. What did we do, Miss Bell? We did nothing. Nothing, I said. I ain't do that. Boop. Bloop. Bloop, bloop, blickety and blah. We did nothing. Who's in Bissonnet that we know? I don't know. I don't know who's in Bissonnet. All right. So yeah, 2 or 3 quick other little things here that I meant to show y'all. I don't know if Trey was tapped out or not. I'm giving an opportunity since I did miss a couple of his calls unknowingly. I know y'all saw this one, right? I know y'all saw this one. My baby daddy got the weakest ops. He just keep coming home alive and untouched. Ain't he snitch on half of y'all? Ain't he rob half of y'all? Anyway, he's not located at 4250 North Kimball. I repeat, he is not. This is what a baby mama will do to her baby. This is what a vicious woman will do. When I say women have hate, when women have the infection, because women have a certain type of evil that men don't possess. Gay men might possess, but men don't possess it, right? It's just it's a type of evil that is such a low blow. Like, and I say that because I've seen the potential for it in some of the conversations that we've had. But it's like an evil that you would never know. So, right, you look at this, you're like, damn, that's fucked up. Why would you put your baby daddy out there like that? Damn. Young man, Bernardo Romero, 25, was shot in the 4200 block of North Kimball, Albany Park neighborhood, North Side, March 17th. So, there you go, right? That's the type of shit a bitter woman will do to you. These are the type of things that a empty woman will do to you, right? Fellas, you have to guard yourself, right? Do not put yourselves in positions with these women. Do not allow it, no matter how you may feel, that instinct, that need to want to super save. Don't let the inner simp come up out of you. Treat them how you meet them. It's the best way, the best conclusion you will get. And real quick, there's one last thing. Fellas, leave this one on us. We'll slide to Discord. I'll put the link here in the thing. In just a second while I read this. It says, my wife works at our kids' co-op school 2 days a week. 2 days a week, and I work from home full time. The kids are home with us the other days, and she is a stay-at-home mom. I like to surprise her by having the house clean when she gets home. She's stressed by life, so I'm happy to help when I can. There's also added motivation since she's more likely to be in the mood for sex if the house is clean. I do not get laid every time I clean the house, and I don't expect sex in exchange for cleaning, but increasing my chances is a motivator. If sex doesn't happen, no big deal. That being said, if I don't clean the house, it's almost a guarantee we aren't having sex. I don't think she realizes what's happening. I think it's simply less stress equals more sex. But I don't want to have to clean the entire house just to have a chance at sex every time. I also don't want her to have sex when she's stressed and not in the mood. Am I doomed to having to do chores anytime I want sex? I think the real question is, how can I make being a stay-at-home mom less stressful for her without wearing myself out? Think about that one. Says that she works at the kids' co-op school 2 days a week. So if she works, I wouldn't necessarily say she's a stay-at-home mom. She's a part-time worker. I don't know. I think that's the real key, Delta, is we need to know it's the quality of the windows, right? See too many streaks, no getting no cheeks. That's how it works. So if he would just tighten up on his window game, he'd probably get more of that lady frame. You know what I'm saying? So, take the Delta Echo Golf school of house cleaning anytime you want to get some ass from your lass, right? Freestyle King. Anyway, all I'm saying is this, right? All I'm saying is this. He works full time from home, which, depending on what you're doing, day or night, right? She works 2 days a week. I understand dealing with the kids is a hassle, but like, is there not a day like maybe I'll exchange it? Does she not clean at all? Like, in part to take care of the kids, having the house sanitary. How old are these kids? There's a lot of questions to be asked, and there's a lot of questions that need to be answered, right? So, but the fact that he has presented this set of questions, right? The fact that he's presented this set of questions, the fact that we are here already, right? He is defeated. He is defeated. So it's sad. It's unfortunate. Yeah. All he needs to do is just state his game, state his issue. Like, instead of writing this is like what he should be telling her. Like, look, hey, this shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee that would actually work out in his favor significantly more if he would go ahead and set a standard and be like, look, this is what it is. This is what I want. This is, blickety blickety blah. So basically he'll stay at home, work from home. Mama, she leaves. She the only one leaving the house. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready to slide. We're going to it's too late to get pizza, huh? Oh, Body Broderick over here. Let me put the link for the Discord in here. We're gonna get ready to slide the Discord, chop it up about tonight's events. I'll post some of the videos that we've been watching this evening. Oh, like there's something about that. Yeah, but who ain't gonna be? I've been here. I've been in the Discord like for several hours the last few. Oh yeah, I need to do that. I definitely need to do that. Shout out to Hector. I've been there. We had a Tubi Tuesday. You wasn't there. We had chopped it up for like an hour and some change. Me, TD Trill. I don't say was Miss Bell in there. Somebody was in there. I might have been Miss Bell was in there for a couple of hours. I was in there last night with me, Miss Grace, and Mexican Mike. I'm being there tonight. So see, you're the one that hasn't been there, Broderick. You've been neglecting your duties of moderatorship. We need to start revoking some privilege around. I did say I need to do a Discord cleaning. Might have to start treating Broderick like DeMar. This nigga ain't showed up in like 10 episodes. You jump in with some yo, like this nigga from New York goes, yo, say words, son. That type of shit. All right, blickety. All right, got the link. Clippity clap. All right, so we'll drop this link in here. Y'all know the saying. Don't meet me there, beat me there, but I'm already in that thing. I can't be defeated. So, and alrighty, paste it. There you go. Iris Bell, and there's a Discord link. Appreciate you, wonderful people. I thank you for being here, joining us this evening. Again, as always, it is my honor, it is my privilege, but more than anything, it truly is my pleasure to get to chop it up with you, wonderful people, each and every night that we do go live. Thank you for joining me this week. I said we ain't gonna bring back the Sunday night confession until we start getting a decent. We gotta start averaging a decent little crowd in here. I know that's on me, so I'm gonna start putting in some work. Once we start getting back to them I won't say primed in numbers, but once we start getting back into the solid double digits, we'll bring back Sunday night confessions. And I gotta start thinking of a day we need to do karaoke in the Discord. I think karaoke Discord would be the best. I gotta worry about it getting taken down and shit off YouTube. So with that being said, again, trying to produce. I'll catch y'all in the Discord. I'm out. Adios, amigos. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, we meet again.